What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus Ally gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to check out another requested game, Manor Lords, on the Ally here. And it actually ended up running pretty okay on the Steam Deck once I disconnected the capture computer, so I'm willing to bet this one will probably run out right on like maybe 720p, but it'll probably be terrible at 1080p and 900p and all that stuff. But we'll see. Maybe it'll surprise me. So we'll probably hop in there and test all those different resolutions. I enjoy doing that anyway, because everybody's needs are different, and that's why those resolution settings there in the first place. So I like trying to get all the data I can when I can. Unless the game is just like impossible to run unless you run it at 720p all low. Then I'll just do that, you know? But anyway, let's stop blabbing. Let's get this hooked up to the capture computer, and let's get to gaming. All right, for this one, I figured we'd do our usual high, medium, and low settings. We're gonna start off at 1080p, then on high. I turned off, upscaling and all that stuff at 100% resolution scale, and we're not going over render scale either. And everything is on high. We got volumetric clouds on too. I just didn't use any sharpening. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. But anyway, let's now hop into the game. All right, here we are in the game. And it definitely looks a lot nicer with things on high. But obviously we don't get the highest FPSs. But let's see, do we at least stay over 30? Because that's usually most people's minimum, although not everybody's. There's a bunch of Switch games, for example, that drop well under 30. Sometimes even into the teens, and people still like those games, so. But most people on PC are a little bit, I don't want to say harder to please, they just have higher expectations, really. And no matter what, that's why I like PC the most. Control. You can, as long as the thing isn't so weak it can't handle the game, which does happen with Steam Deck sometimes, you can usually fiddle with the settings enough and get it playable. Especially like indie games like this, which is exactly what I got for the Steam Deck for, indie games. I didn't really get it to be a AAA slayer. Even the Ally I got just to play games that the Steam Deck couldn't play, but that too I didn't think was just going to be slaying AAA Unreal Engine 5 games. Most of the time when a Steam Deck can't play a game, the Ally might be able to barely play it, 30 FPS with it on low. But it's doing all right here. We're staying above 30, and that's really all you need for a point-and-click thing. I'm a big snob for 60, but even I understand 60's not necessary in every game everywhere. I just like it. Makes things seem smoother. But what makes things seem the smoothest is the frame times. Which, of course, if your frame rate's going up and down, that controls the frame times. But if you have bad 0.1% lows, that makes your frame times terrible, and that's what makes it look like the damn heart attack. Like right now, see it just went down a little bit there, so we had like a little frame time spike. Because I think that's too big of a frame spike just for going down to 39, you know? That's only 1 FPS. Without a frame rate counter, you shouldn't even notice that. Still though, I'm pretty impressed. It actually looks pretty decent like this. But anyway, sorry, I don't know what I'm doing in this game still, so it's pretty boring, but why don't we move on to 900p now? Alright, I should have just backed completely out of the game and went to the normal settings screen, because this one's tiny and hard to control, but here's the best I can do, so sorry if it's kind of clunky, but we got VSync off, 100% render scale, unlimited frame rate, and now everything's on medium and 900p. Again, it's hard to control this damn thing. Usually you can scroll with the other trackpad on the Steam Deck, but this thing doesn't have that. Well, now here we go with 900p and medium settings, and honestly it looks pretty much identical to me, but we got like way more frame rate now. I mean, I noticed a little bit of a difference like in the trees and whatnot, but the terrain looks still pretty nice. It looked like 5% crisper at high. But this is one of those things where if you go around and fiddle with stuff, you can sometimes make a game look like 90% of what it looked like on high, but get like 20-30% more frames. And me, I'd like the extra frames. Like, I'd have a lot more fun with like 50 FPS than I would at like 30 to 40. Even though you still don't need that much frames in this game, it's still just nice. So this is probably what setting I would play the game on if I was going to sit here and play this on my Ally. Low looks a little too shitty, to be honest with you, but it gets you a lot of FPS, so if all you care about is FPS, well, low and 720p is the way to go, as you will see next. But we're still gonna, well, I'd say play this, but I'm going to struggle figuring out what the hell to do through this while getting you guys frame rates. That's pretty much all that's going on here. I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing. And I am reading the freaking things of what to do for the most part this time. But as far as I know, I'm just supposed to be making my village big. So I think I'm doing the right thing. Although, this is the internet. If you're doing the wrong thing, you will absolutely be corrected. Let me tell you. Though, luckily, so far, I haven't had too many people being mean about stuff. Usually people are pretty nice. If only I can still count on one hand the amount of people that have been like complete assholes. And some people are just blunt, like me. A lot of times people mistake me being like an asshole for just being blunt. I'm very blunt. I usually don't sugarcoat things. I'll just say shit exactly how it is. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just being yourself, and that's the best thing you can be. Farmhouse still has a ways to go before it's done. I don't know what I'd do with it anyway. Alright, let's close that. And I think this is a good time to move on to 720p, actually. Alright, so now here's 720p settings. We're still full screen. No anti-aliasing. I probably should have put at least a little TAA on, even though I don't like it. And sorry about the jerkiness of this freaking screen. It's hard as hell to control this freaking mouse with a freaking joystick. But anyway, do the game. Alright, and here we go with 720p. And as you can plainly see, it looks pretty crappy now. It kind of looks more like a game from 2012 era. Not unplayable though. And you're getting lots of FPS. So like I said, if FPS is all you care about, this is the way to go. We're even getting pretty close to this thing's native refresh rate on this thing. This thing's 120 hertz screen. And it's got variable refresh rate, so out of all of the systems, it will hide the stutters the best. Even though from what I've noticed, the Steam Deck often gets like some of the best 1% lows, even if it doesn't get the highest averages and maximums. I think it has something to do with the quad channel memory, since APUs are, you know, usually bandwidth starved since they share their system memory with their GPU. That's why the faster you make your GPU or your RAM, the faster your GPU usually gets. So, like, the Ally X should get like 4 to 5 FPS, probably higher in games. It's not going to be like huge upgrade, but it should help. But I mostly like the big battery it has and the terabyte of storage and all that stuff. And the better ergonomics. And the D-pad, they fixed so much stuff on the Ally X. I'm very excited to get it. Though I still say most people should not waste their money on it. But that battery makes it a lot more useful. So anybody that's still looking and was thinking about getting a handheld, if you can deal with the fact that their warranty service might be crap, which I'm just going to let you guys know a little secret here. I've been with computers for a while, and most of the people's warranties suck and are subpar. I can't really think of too many places where I've had great warranty service. Though I haven't had to use it very much, but every single one, from MSI, Gigabyte, Asus, I've had to send at least something from one of those brands in at least once. And they all handled it pretty crappily. They did not want to do it. They always wanted to sell me something. They always wanted to tell me it was my fault. So, that's why I'm not that angry at Asus. And saying, oh, I'm going to ban them or take all my stuff out of them. I don't think that's necessary. But definitely be a little weary if warranty is something you're concerned about. But like I said, I think most of them are kind of in the same boat. Anyway, though, why don't we now move on to a little camera? Alright, let's get ourselves a little camera recording gameplay here. I just left it on 720p, they got low just to get lots of FPS. Not that you need lots of FPS for a game like this. That's just what we're doing here. Alright, let's see, what else do we need here? We've already got most of the wood stuff covered. What's going on here? Oh, that's probably why. There we go. Yep, there we go. I just forgot to put it to the right resolution there. So it was the right resolution in game, but then the frickin' whatchamacallit didn't want to be where it should have been. But hey, I'll take that over it going all micro mode and me having nothing to do about it. That just sucks. But it hasn't done that to me in a while, and hopefully it won't again. We got granary. storehouse. Let's make a storehouse. Put it right there. What else we got? Storehouse. Pack station. Kitchen coast. Oh yeah, we don't need that anymore. Let's not accidentally make another one. Residential. A corpse pit, huh? Well, I guess the dead guy goes somewhere. Oh, we don't have stone. I wonder, will it let me? Hopefully, that's close enough to it. It probably wanted me to build it right on it, but whatever. I like how the Steam Deck I can control that. I'm sure I could set it up in the custom settings for the game to do that if I was going to solely play this on this, but at least you can just put it into desktop mode and use the mouse and basically do not, I think almost everything in the game is just with the mouse, it seems. Alright.
This is heavier than it looks. Alone.
Hope we don't
Fresh
have
start
any.
for me and me own.
Oh, that whole thing is a farmhouse. Damn, that thing's huge. We're definitely gonna need more people. But I don't know how to make more people. So that is an issue. Now, as I play this game for real, I'll figure that out. But for now, I don't have the slightest idea of what the hell I'm doing. But everybody in the town hasn't died yet, so I'd say I'm not doing a completely horrible job yet.
Time to find a good tree.
Okay. Yeah, they're going to town with those trees, aren't they?
Fresh start.
And I feel like most games like this, your FPS will go down the bigger your, base gets. In this case, your village. Maybe not this one, but a lot of the other ones I played that happens, so hopefully just saved. But in any case, I think that's plenty of camera-recorded gameplay. Sorry it's not too interesting, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but at least it runs well on here. So, now let's go wrap the video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Manor Lords on the Asus Ally, and it seemed to do a more than playable job on all the settings. Just kind of depends on what kind of settings you want. I mean, for me, a game like that, I don't really need that many FPS. I'm okay with 30, 40 FPS with a game like that, but I prefer 60, so that's why I just stuck with the 720p with it on low. But if I was gonna play it for real, I'm a couple things up from low. We could still easily stay at 60 at 720p, or even probably at 900p, you know? But in any case, that's all I got for you guys for this particular video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.